Good morning, everyone. Dr. Victoria Skirbo here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. Today is Friday, June 9th, and the moon is in Pisces. It moved into Pisces just about 20 minutes ago. It's 6:13 in the morning here on the east coast of the U.S. So it's in Pisces all day. And the Pisces moon makes supportive sextiles to the planets in Taurus. That includes the north node of the moon in Taurus and Jupiter in Taurus. So the moon helps us to look to the future, discuss the future, find ways of utilizing our intuition for the future. We also have later today Mercury make a sextile to Neptune. Neptune is in Pisces, Mercury still in Taurus, but about ready to move into Gemini. That'll happen on, on the 11th in a couple of days. So, and remember that Mercury was retrograde in Taurus, and so while it's out of the shadow of its retrograde, it went out of its shadow on the first of the last day of May. It is still in the sign that it was retrograde. So we still have that sort of stubborn, fixed, practical energy. And add that to the mystical energy of Neptune, and we have a nice combination that can help us imagine a different future. Imagine a different future. Now, for those of you who haven't heard, and I can imagine most of you have at this point, that it seems Donald Trump was indicted, federal indictment by Jack Smith, and this is the case with the National Archives. So this is, I guess the grand jury was in Florida, and Trump is supposed to go to Miami, I believe it is, on Tuesday, because he's been indicted. And you know what they do, they let him know, and they do all the stuff, which he's kind of familiar with now. Sorry. gleeful, but it is nice to know that if you do something wrong over and over and over again, you do get held accountable. Of course, most regular people know they do one thing wrong and they get held accountable. And depending on, the color of your skin, how fair that is usually. But that's another story for another day. Progress, guys, progress. So this Pisces moon is a lovely moon to have for the weekend. I think, as you know, I all love a good Pisces moon, because it helps us to utilize our imaginations. And I say, imagine the best and do the work that's necessary. It's easy to sort of go off into la la land with the Pisces moon and surround yourself with all the things that you that make you feel, like you're floating on the great cosmic sea. But you also have to practically applicate, even though the moon is in Pisces. So it's not a complete party, just a semi-party. All right, well, these are all the roses that are blooming, and just a lovely, lovely day here. It was a chilly night again, and it's a little bit of a chilly morning. We've been cleaning up a bit, cutting back some stuff yesterday because the moon was in Aquarius, and when the moon is in a barren sign like Aquarius, it retards growth. So the stuff we didn't want growing more, we cut back. And today that the moon's in Pisces is probably the last day we'll be able to plant things in the ground, because then we have the last quarter moon, which is not a good time to plant really anything. So we'll have to wait for the new moon. Speaking of the new moon, we do have a new moon in Gemini coming up. And of course, I'll be doing a Moon Shadows episode with Ona for that. But in in the mean. Have yourself a wonderful day. Like and subscribe if you would. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Take care, everyone. And we can breathe a little bit easier today, can we not? Take care. Namaste.